What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to be going over the charts. Now, in last Friday's video, I had told you guys to put in the comments below what you'd like to see, the most picked stock or crypto I seen. I would add that to this video, and that was Sol. So we'll be going over that. Make sure, which is Solana. Make sure you guys smash those thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and you want daily updates. Now, I'm going to start making some different kind of videos, some actual edited videos, along with I'll still be doing my daily updates every day. Not scripted, straight from the hip as always, but I will start doing some other content too. Let me know what kind of stuff you guys would like to see in the comments below. Let's get into it. So this chart, we're going to take a look at BNB, XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin. As you guys know, on Mondays, I like to go over all the markets. We'll go over Dow Jones, everything else. Let's see what's going on. So if we get into the Bitcoin, this is the 8-hour chart on this CME, right? Because it only shows 8 hours daily. So I know a lot of people say you can't use a gap unless it's in the daily chart. That's incorrect because they are 8-hour candles as they are 8-hour days in the CME. You won't find Sundays on here. So anyways, here are your lower gaps. There's at 20,355. There's one still at 11.2, one at 97.40, 76.30, and still one down at 35.70. Now let's take a look at the Dow. I told you guys about the UAW strike, right? This is what happened in 2008. There were other strikes in here, but they were pretty minute, pretty minor strikes. This one is ramping up to be pretty big. And you can see what happened last time in 2007 when this occurred, right? We know what happened in 2008. Let's look at the S&P. So at the S&P, as you guys know, we have a target down here around 42.24. Once that breaks, we're looking for about 37.35. And then we also have much lower targets after that. Somewhere in the mid-20s range, mid to higher 2000s. So that's what I'm looking for there. NASDAQ, we broke through our rising wedge or rising channel. What is our target there? Around 12.4 to 12.5. And obviously, there's much lower lows than that, too. But this is where I'd look for the next major support if we do get down to those levels. DXY, as you guys know, I've been super bullish on the DXY. Everybody was calling it dead down here, just like they were way back here, right? The DXY is strong, guys. I think this thing is going to moon. And the reason being is because people get out of risky assets. And like it or not, crypto is all risky. Even Bitcoin is a risk asset that people are going to want to get out of. When things get bad in the economy, like they already have been, they've been covered up. I think this crash will waken a lot of people and open a lot of people's eyes. Those that haven't been in a true traditional bear market are going to learn a hard lesson if they are bullish in this time, right? So just be careful out there, guys. I could be wrong. None of this is financial advice, but the charts are telling me that this is getting ugly. As you guys know, we had our one target here at 105. Let's go back into the daily. 105.5. We are blowing through that. If this holds as support, guys, you guys know my next target is right up around this trend line, somewhere in the high 106 ranges. If we can, we'll probably get a pullback there, right? But once we get above this and hold support for the DXY, your next stop's going to be around that 109. And then, of course, we have that 115 target. We have 122 target, and we have much higher targets. If this ends up being a much longer bear market, like years, then we could go really high on the dollar or the DXY, the dollar compared to other currencies. So this is the Dow Jones chart. As you guys know, my next major support is going to be around 27.7. A lot of people don't think we can hit that, but I think it's very good possibility we do hit that, as you can see down here. We also have these very low lows down here around 22.1, somewhere in that range. Something to be watching for, guys. Let's go into, yeah, there was my targets from last week for the DXY, 105.7 and 106. Let's look at Tesla. A lot of people don't understand this Tesla chart. We made this about 2 years ago. I put these blue lines in down here for our major support areas. We blew through the 151 over here. Then we blew through the 106. I told you guys watch for bounces in these areas. Once we got a bounce, look for a retest of this trend line, and look at that. We got it perfectly. I do think we have much lower to go here, guys. If you look at the rising channel here, and we just take a measured move of that, right? And let's say we break down past this 220 range. If we do that, look for, again, another bounce at that 151 area. If that doesn't hold, look for 106. Let me change something real quick. Look like my lighting got screwed up. There we go. But I'm still looking to be a buyer between 40 and 50 bucks for Tesla. That's still what I'm looking for. Nothing has changed. Guys, I'm not going to change my opinion on the macro view just because of a little pump or whatnot, like a lot of these people. We've been tracking these markets. We've been nailing it. If you guys are familiar with my bubble pop pattern that I talked about since December 2nd, 2021 for Bitcoin, we will take a look at that. But guys, if that happens, which I do still think it is, and my bottom call has been between 3,500 and 9,700, I still think that is coming possibly by the end of this year. I know I've always said September, October. We still have a full month of October, a little bit of September left. Even if it goes a little longer, does it really matter? Anyways, so on the daily, I put this up actually 2 weeks ago. We put this up here, or actually, yeah, it would have been a week and a half ago. The rejection area. People laughed at it. You can go look at Twitter. And I do think we nailed it. That was our rejection area. I showed you guys the hidden bearish divergence here. Higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in the price action. That's a continuation of the downtrend when you find hidden bearish divergence in a downtrend, which is exactly what we got here, right? So I do still think that's in play. If you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT. They do sponsor the channel. By far my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you. Here is a word from the sponsor.
Begin your path to financial freedom. Gain up to a $7,000 bonus on us. Register and use promo code. Deposit and enjoy a 7% bonus. Available now. Link in the description.
And if you do choose to use Prime XBT, definitely don't forget you can use my promo code SAVVY50 to get you up to a $7,000 bonus to use towards your margin. SAVVY25 will get you 30% off your fees. I believe it's still 30%. If not, it's 25%. But nevertheless, that's a huge discount on trading fees, right? You can trade traditional markets, Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything all on that exchange. And you can trade it versus Bitcoin. So you can grow your Bitcoin if that's what you want to do, trading against other assets or vice versa. Anyways, check it out. Here is the daily. Excuse me, guys. Hold on a minute. Here is the daily, right? So we had higher or lower highs all the way down on the daily, lower lows. I still think there's another lower low coming, and we can even look at this all the way up into, let's go into the monthly. All right, because a lot of people say the other bottoms or the other highs or whatever, but look at it in the monthly. It is clearly, here's your high, here's your low, here's your lower high, here's your lower low, here's your lower high, looking for this lower low. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think that we're going to see this lower low, or do you just think I'm absolutely insane? I'm curious to see what you got to say. And let's take a look at the weekly. So this is one count we had using, the Elliott wave theory, right? It's a ABCDE falling wedge pattern. Also, we had this rising wedge in red, and that target gets us down to approximately 11.6. If it bounces there good and hard and we stay above that for a long period of time, that could possibly be the bottom. But I am still calling for the 37 to 9,700, 35 to 97, somewhere in that range for the bottom, in my opinion. Let's look at another count here. So this is looking at it as a 5-wave structure down. That would be, this was, so if this is the case, wave 1 ended right here. We've talked about this for over a year, guys. Wave 1 ended right here. Wave 2, you get wave 3 here. Wave 4 cannot go past wave 1, which it did not. This would be invalidated if it crossed the 20 or 32.9, let's just say 33,000 range. If it crossed that, this 5-wave count would be invalidated. Now, that's not a 5-wave impulsive for Bitcoin. What this is 5-wave bubble pop pattern, which I'm going to show you in the next charts how that happens in the coming charts. Don't forget, we're going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Binance. Binance is in serious trouble, guys, still, according to the charts, in my opinion. And let's look at the daily. So this, if you guys were around way back here, you'll know that once we hit this wave 2, I drew this wave 3, 4, nailed these targets exactly. But we did get this 5, I did think was going to go a little bit lower. Nevertheless, then we got this big ABC, kind of a flat right here, right? Which even tricked me. Once it broke the all-time high, I kind of thought, maybe this thing is going up. But I was still bearish. And then I made that video on December 2nd, 2021, which would have been right in here when this broke, warning that it looked like a bubble pop pattern coming. Also, what I'd said is watch for a false bottom, then 100% rally, which is exactly what we got. And these targets right here, right? These were from way over here. Once we broke through this became resistance at that 25.7. We're there again. Once this breaks, guys, this will become resistance, in my opinion. Coming back down to these lower levels, right? Let's take a measured move of that rising broadening wedge right here, right? That gets us down. That's the same one I just showed you in the weekly chart, around the 11.5, somewhere in there. So that is definitely an area I am watching. So this is just a 4-hour chart. I put this chart up. I posted it on Twitter and in the Discord. Both my Twitter and Discord links are down below if you guys want to check them out. I put this on there yesterday. We nailed our first target, 26.1. Haven't quite hit our second target here. And as you can see, watch in here for hidden bearish divergence, right? Because we are in a downtrend. As you can see, we do seem to be getting it here. But even though, right, watch this high here. If we can, this RSI can shoot way up, right? But only getting back to this level here, 26.5, 26.6 before continuing down. That is a possibility. It all depends on what traditional markets want to do today. They do seem to be in trouble, in my opinion, but we'll see what happens. All right. So this is the bubble pops, right? You can clearly see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves in a bubble pop. And they always return to where they began, just like right here, right? You can see the same pattern over here in Bitcoin. This was Nintendo, and that's been 15 years and still hasn't broke its all-time high. That's very possible for Bitcoin. It could be decades before you see this high broken, right? I know a lot of people don't like to think of it like that because of a 4-year cycle, blah, blah, blah. But guys, it's a market, right? Anyways, so I do believe it'll return to its where it began, down in these ranges. Amazon, we can look at Amazon, same thing. And they always have a 100% rally. Amazon went way down here, so the 100% rally didn't look that huge, but it went from, 42 cents all the way up to 90 cents, right? Over 100% rally right there in this little tiny bump right here. And then to the true bottom, which I believe we're going to be seeing in Bitcoin, a true bottom down in these levels, just like here. It returns to where it began. Sony bubble pop. It's been over 20 years, still hasn't reached its all-time high, right? And why does that happen? Because people lose a lot of money here. These are money grabs, big money grabs. And And that's the bank grabbing the money, just in case you guys don't know. And what happens after that? People lose confidence in the markets until the banks return to where they started and they continue back up, right? Same thing here. I don't know how anybody can look at this and not see how these patterns play out when there's bubble pops, right? And people think because it says bubble pop, they think of the tulip bubble, it dies forever. That's not necessarily how it happens. And honestly, most bubbles do return, unless, of course, they're penny stocks or whatever. What's going to happen if this happens? Altcoins are going to get absolutely obliterated. Here's FTT, FTX. Remember what happened here? I drew this back in November when all this happened. I actually called this dump before it happened. I just didn't think it would go that low, obviously. But anyways, you can see how it's playing out. I gave you guys the areas to watch for support resistance, right? We're breaking down, guys. Let's zoom into that area right there. Remember, once we break this 202, your next main support is going to be around 153. And then after that, you have 69. Then this would be pretty much, if this 153 breaks and BNB gets down to 69, if it breaks through that, it's pretty much over, in my opinion, guys, for Binance. You can see here's a trend line right on the daily. Once this breaks, which will be the 202, it's going to be a pretty massive drop down to around this 153. If that does not hold, obviously much lower, but if it does hold, we could come all the way back up and retest that 202 again before coming down. This could take weeks, so just be prepared. And XRP losing 50 cents again. What a shame. I showed you guys this white trend line right here that XRP cannot open or close a weekly candle above it. Then you have your hype trend line up here, the yellow trend line up top, or green, or whatever color that is. Most of you guys know I am colorblind. And why is my camera too high? Oh, well. So anyways, right here is major resistance. These are just hypes. These are just hype cycles. And as you guys can see, each hype cycle gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Now, if you look at a dying penny stock, that's what they do. Here is Solana. So if you guys watched my videos way back here before this crash even happened, I had a target down here at 631, right? I think we're going lower, but that was my target from like a long time ago. When I seen people were asking for Solana, I always go to this right here. Can you read it? Oh, no. But it's called shitcoins. That's my chart I do all my shitcoins on. I'm going to start doing some live streams again and start pulling up these old charts. And you guys can go back and look at my videos from over a year ago and you'll see these targets. So anyways, what is the next target? Same thing. Bubbles return to where they began. Looking for about $1.50 to $2 for Solana. That's where I see us. If that holds and it survives and we go into a bull market, then maybe it'll get another pump with the bull cycle, right? But I don't believe in a lot of these coins just because they're literally just communities of people getting people hyped up and buying in. It's literally gambling, in my opinion. So anyways, let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum, this is what we're watching for. We can move this over a little bit. We're watching for a break of the 1450 range. Once that breaks, your next support's at 1214. 926 after that, 597 after that, 280 after that, 114. Let's see how long this bear market lasts. All right, we got another bounce for Litecoin at that 62.57 where I said to watch. I don't think it's going to hold. As you guys know, my target's down here at 1570 to $25 range right there. I think that's about it, guys. This is the big monthly count, right? 5 wave structures up, big ABC correction. We've been talking about this for a long time. Make sure you guys smash those thumbs up. Make sure you guys be careful if you are trading. Make sure you use stop losses. Never put in more money than you're willing to lose. Don't put in too much on one exchange in case something would happen with the exchange. Learn the difference between A-Book and B-Book exchanges. You can type that in my YouTube channel and you'll see the video I posted on that and why I believe A-Books in crypto are safer than B-Books. Be careful out there, guys. Check out these videos. Smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And I'm out.